So one thing I get asked a lot by parents and hospital staff is, why does this autistic person act really aggressively towards me? I don't call them aggressive behaviors, I call them physical behaviors, because a lot of them may be physical, which mean they have sensory side, or they may be about emotional understanding or processing, so not necessarily aggressive. That's not the reason for it happening. But the point is, why are they aggressive towards me? Specifically, why are they aggressive towards me when I'm the parent and I love them? Or why are they aggressive to me as a support staff when actually most of the time we're really friendly? In fact, I've known them for the past decade. We are almost, familial in a sense, or they treat me, in a very familial, positive, friendly way. But yet there are times when they just lash out at me and they say racist things to me, or they hit me. These really extreme behaviours. Why do they do that to me? Why do they not do it to that other staff member that isn't potentially as pleasant to them? Or why don't they do that to the neighbour? Why to me as the parent? It all comes down to what we call the Coke bottle effect. And the Coke bottle effect is basically what happens with a bottle of Coke. If you shake and shake and shake it up, and then take the top off, it will explode everywhere. Okay? Except for an autistic or learning disabled person, that's them being put under lots of stress all day. That's the shaking. Okay? That's the sensory things, the uncertainty, the transitions, the different people, the social expect, all these things going on in the day that are very stressful, anxiety inducing. That's them. That's you shaking that bottle of Coke. And then what happens when they're in an environment of least pressure? Explosion, the Coke bottle effect. There's this pressure, basically, this huge amount of pressure being placed upon them. They're being compressed. All these things are going on in the environment around them, all these very stressful things. And the moment they're in an environment where some of that pressure is released, that's the Coke bottle effect right there. And you are that environment that is least pressure. You're their safe space. The rest of the day, all the day in school, there's been so much unpleasant stuff. They've masked, they've coped, they've been a good child, what the school tells you, and when they come home, meltdown. Or when they interact with you as their support worker, it gets taken out on you. Why on you when you're the nice one? Well, that's because you're the environment where there's least pressure applied. That doesn't mean you apply more pressure. That's not the takeaway here. The takeaway is it's other stuff going on elsewhere that is causing them to become so distressed that when they're in the safest possible environment, which is with you, it comes out. And that's a hard message to hear as a parent or somebody that's really supporting or has a great relationship with them. Because you'd want to think, what, they shouldn't take it out on you, right? Because you're the person that's supporting and loving, and it's not you. It's everything else. It's the other things in the environment that are causing that distress. And then when they're in an environment which is with you of least pressure, they explode. It comes out.